60 damage with his clock.
Yeah, interesting that he's used the HE for the clear of the smoke with the USP. It's not an AWP, but we're going out late long into Brolin and Torji with the bomb. A split on the docket. Here they come.
If Torji can hit the first, it sets Brolin up for this pistol round. Pressure being applied by Kixon. Does it pull anyone away? Brolin is to give them exactly what they were waiting for. Now they're going to overwhelm him. Can he stabilize? Actually, in combination with Torji, they've done more than stabilize. They have thrived. 5 alive. MOUZ take the pistol.
And look at the energy that Torji's bringing immediately there.
It kind of feels like we're trading spaces. So CT's claim upper, T's claim long.
And look at all the nades on the CTs, right? The fact that they've played into upper tunnels immediately, and Spinks is even pushing into backyard. It's going to be the timing of Falcons pushing through this smoke, and Tesses with a beautiful opener. Here they come.
Yeah, didn't manage to kind of track the taps of Torji.
Just Torji for now.
Just Torji, yeah. Tucked on Gandalf. Magical kind of process of eliminate. The Gandalf is likely occupied. Here comes some support. Throws out a smoke to give him something to play with. Torji, he's making it as difficult as possible, delaying that Falcons plan, trying to take this A site. Torji chips in onto Nico. Zergent mantles up for just the one. Tessas will stop him in his tracks.
Bomb's loose on ramp.
Yeah, it's Kixon tasked with picking it up. Good cover from m0NESY, his first contribution on this Falcons T side. Spinks wrapping around long. Good timing on that. Removes m0NESY, and look at the damage onto Magisk. Really needed a kill out of Magisk, but Spinks has found it. Kixon left alone in the clutch. Bit of damage dealt to Spinks. Torji buying his time. He's going to hit that uncrouch. A hard headshot for Kixon to hit an advantage for that M4, but he's hit it anyway. Spinks has that incendiary HE as well. This could hurt. Kixon down to 79 from the HE shrapnel. Here comes more util. He is just going to have to take the fight. Commits to the spray. Kixon comes up clutch.
Important one there. Captain's clutch early for Kixon. Going to set the tone on this. Through the paces of the default, Falcons are going to get what they're looking for. Remember, last two head-to-heads on this has been very dominant from Falcons, so a strong start for MOUZ. Winning a round like this can really help them.
In a way, and m0NESY was kind of ready for it, but Spinks still profits. And then Brolin will activate. Magisk pulled away. Nico claws back one. And he's not even concerned that Brolin's going to be pushing top middle. His teammates glancing at Palm, calling it clear.
They don't know about this AWP yet.
No, Torji, kind of a security blanket for MOUZ. They aren't concerned about A because the AWP. Woof, you hearing that?
Yeah, well, that's a qualification game going on right now. Aurora versus Heroic. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, Torji does manage to continue his reign of terror. 2 quick sequential AWP frags to secure the round. Only Nico left. Not going to be easy to even dream of a plant. Torji holding his cross.
They're giving him respect.
I mean, at this point, they're just waiting to 3-man bomb rush short with a flash. He will get that bomb down.
Need to hit some one-taps.
Yeah, there we go. Nico's been doing this for so many years. The muscle memory doesn't kick in. Not enough to tap the first head cleanly. And so, there you go. You discussed it.
Taking part in PGL Astana. And Heroic got the better of them. Now, you could have chalked that one up at the time to jet lag. Yeah. However, Heroic, as we touched upon, did take a map off of Falcons. Oof.
Nico's taking a head off of Brolin.
Hero AK.
Yeah, already drawing blood. Now an opportunity for Tessis. P2! Oh, he can't find the head of Spinks. He's not ready! Oh, he was not ready for 2, but he still gets 1. You know what? He'll take that. With just the P2, building off of that Hero AK opening.
They just save if they lose the site, MOUZ. That's the question.
Whoa,
Exertion is starting to float back across the doors. Remember, there's no utility to block this. Exertion will get some fights.
Here we go. The incendiary. They will push out ahead of it. That's a crazy kill from Kixon. He's doing it all on his own.
You have to save now.
Yeah. He just runs out. He has the bomb on his back, and he gets the entry. Respect to Kixon. Really, really pretty. Wait, that's a fast B smoke. Yeah, are we going?
There's 2 here. The AWP's here as well.
Yeah, Torji's set for success. He's in the right place, and he profits. Jimmy as well chips in. Nico watching sidelined. Kixon maybe can give them some hope. He gets his. Burning in Torji. He had no idea. The flashbang was perfect. And now Zergent activates. Does remove 1. m0NESY caught crouching. Kixon, the unknown entity, up close. Could be a good HE there. Pushing through the window. Magisk beheads the first. Brolin using that smoke to activate and push through. Oh, Magisk is all about the timing. Just as he looks away, averts his gaze, but still Kixon stands. He can't do more.
Look at the energy. There's been such a considered conversation coming in today's match. Loving the way these brawls are going down within these rounds. So both teams with their snipers equipped with the primaries. Now it's MOUZ's turn towards mid. Clear of the smoke.
Oh, and MOUZ profits. Removing Torji early, a valuable asset to Falcons' team side.
Yeah, it feels like when Torji's been in the right place, he's been able to stop these rounds with a couple of key kills. Now he's down. I love this. No sound cues, no flashes, no scurry of steps, and they can keep this contact.
Like no indication. Look at the backs turned right now. Xerxes and Brollan are fully locked in on the potential for short.
Spinks, is he in the open?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, not the weapon. Does go down. Combination of bullets do combine. 2 on short side. Nice chip back from Xerxes.
Oh, that's a huge miss.
They need to get the bomb across. Kixon and Magis do get it. And it's only Jimmy on the wrong side of the map with only an SMG.
You can see Jimmy on high alert. He's aware Tessus is still alive, knows he's the upper tunnels individual for Falcons, so still worried about having a player with an incision on the side. But I think Tessus has heard him. He's called Kixon over, and they're trying to remove everything right now because for MOUZ, the buy going into the next, it's not going to happen. They are going to have to force with the min-loss bonus, but if you can remove everything, even this SMG, you can make your life a whole lot easier. We're talking 1.5 on the low end, 2.5 on the high.
Magic's tasked with containing any long aggressions. It looks like they may actually be returning for a little late long question.
Torji's looking through the doors.
He is. So if Torji sets up, baits them in, they may overlook Brollan up close. And how's that for bait? Hits the headshot. Magic's next victim. Just 1.5 from the SMG. Torji fakes the runaway, sticks around. Second flash pops right in his face, but Kixon a little too hesitant. And now Torji with a white screen still pulls the trigger, removes Kixon. And how's this, Chad? You said it wouldn't be possible. However, with only 2 left, MOUZ and Tessus are tasked.
Communicates A is completely open. Here comes that util. Bomb just needs to get planted. MOUZ and Tessus have a shot at this.
They certainly do.
No kit.
After the util throw now. Flash to swing across. Torji does miss 1 shot, but Tessus, he knows that there's another encroaching. Spots out Xerxes. That rifle profits. Takes the head off of Tessus, and now MOUZ, he's a dead man. Scoping. Getting closed in on. Gap closed by Spinks. And MOUZ, with only 1 casualty, will steal that one back.
Now it's just about getting... Okay, Torji again, just very, very loud and clear on the comms.
If you're Torji, you're feeling under a lot of pressure right now, but they are actually walking towards the stacked site. Spinks in the window. Flash good. Xerxes just going to be baiting him in. Look at that for the first. Nico still good for 1 though. Tessus Deagle still onto Jimmy. It's Nico versus Spinks and he gets it. Awkward. Very awkward for the CTs now. That bomb will go down thanks to Nico. The elevated angle overlooked by MOUZ. And so Nico thrust into a 1 versus 2. Smoke down on the doors and he's not, is he?
I think it'd be crazy to go for that type of play.
Thought he was going to go knife out for a second.
Brollan has a smoke and a couple of flashes. He's going to channel them in through window because of this door smoke, or do they wait it out? They have the time with the kit.
He just has to hit the first bullet clean, right? And he hasn't done it. Torji, quick to the AWP. Finds the frag and the 6th for the CT side.
As I say, not postured as a team to do so. So into that.
They're going
for a pick. All right, they're going for a pick.
Some long bodies. In fact, 3 players taking a fight here from MOUZ, and MOUZ just waltzes out. MOUZ and Nico side by side, and they both collapse at the hand of Brollan. He was very well supported there, make no mistakes. It was Xerxes flashing, Spinks swinging with the Swede. It results in 2 early deaths for Falcons to stomach.
Do you think Liquid was for long, or do you think that the call was changed in the timeout?
I'm intrigued as to whether or not that was the Liquid.
Either way.
It worked out wonderfully.
It did indeed.
And dead.
Ah, beautiful.
So aware.
Yeah, Spinks pays the shots. Xerxes makes the kill, trying to punish that slip out mid. Now they're walking through the smoke.
Spinks should be destined for at least one of these. Jimmy, the other. Just as you look away as well. It's all about staying active.
Beautiful. That's
on
teamwork.
These CT positions. That is teamwork, Chad. Yeah, a prime demonstration of Counter-Strike team play. 8 now to 3. This is the CT side MOUZ were dreaming of coming into this series. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, for MOUZ, Falcons playing another close game versus Vitality ahead of the major would be disheartening for them.
Well, this is the key. Assuming Vitality beat the Mongols, then if you win this game as MOUZ, you can only meet Vitality in the grand final.
A big win available for MOUZ today, and taking leaps and bounds at this first map. Falcons pick as well, and Torji is definitely looking his best self. 15 frags now as he chips in with an opening kill onto Falcons captain. They're coming towards Jimmy. He's got that AWP for a reason, and again, That orb mows down Tesses. Breaks the smoke open. Nico an opportunity for one dig upon the release of the crouch key. It's m0NESY and that Galil, but there's the rest of MOUZ just chipping in to finish the job. 9-3. MOUZ making a statement here in Dallas. Get past him. I am, however, seeing a little aggressive CT. Tesses investigating middle with m0NESY.
Well, fortunately, Brolin is joining the pack. If he was... Well, that flash is nice.
Yeah, m0NESY anti, leaping Glock. Spinks hits his.
Good info.
Tesses at least gets him down.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, they're going to be accelerating. Nico going to try and race them to that ramp cross.
Brolin's flash is key here.
You're right, it's in the air. Nico blinded off, looking for the elevated headshot angle. Not an easy shot. The tip of the balaclava. They advance across. Nico hasn't been able to connect. However, the Glocks have. Tesses catches a nasty one. Jumping attempt from Kixon does nothing. Ooh, he has got one flash, hasn't he? Throws it up high. They swing and are trying to advance. Brolin confirms that. One from Nico's USP, but looking good for MOUZ. Just Magisk and Nico trying to fight back. Good click from Magisk. Brolin on the side. Down now. It's only Jimmy.
Still
in
time.
trouble. They have closed the gap. Running him down. And there's the bullets from Nico into the backside of Jimmy. Magisk and Nico step up.
May have overplayed their hand a little bit there, MOUZ. It felt really good with the opening kill over towards middle and then all that information that came their way. He's going to have a whole lot on his plate. They have the smorgasbord right now for the execute. Both smokes can come in. Mollies can go over towards the site. Plenty of flashes. His support network is Nico through CT.
Yeah, they're miles away. This execute's coming. m0NESY only a FAMAS and a flash to its name. Crouches down, trying to reintegrate back into society. Finds Jimmy. Not bad. Torji puts him down. Advancing into the site now. Nico, now it's his turn to move. Spinks, a headshot found, but it's hectic on the spray. Awkward for the two of them. Just Magisk cowering in CT with no way to win the round. Despite only two players being able to actually afford stuff on their belt.
This is it, right? Because you're in those situations against the Force, and now that, you know, the Galil's cheaper, or if they get a couple of kills, AK could be dropped. They're always going to be very threatening. On the CT side, you have to make that call, especially with only two players staying alive. Let's say you have 4 players stay alive.
Yeah.
I feel we're missing a trick right now, aren't we? I hope our people have got the secondary stream on as well.
Yeah, sounds like Heroic having a lot of fun.
There's a bit of a party going on, and we're not invited.
Either are Falcons.
They're being ushered off the premises of us too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a respite from Kixon getting a double kill on the 5-7. He certainly knows his, he knows his ball game.
No, he was going, no, we are invited. We picked it. It's our map. I promise. I promise. Oh, look, check, I've got the wristbands. No, you don't.
On the hand. How is he still alive? How is this?
Sure.
How is this like remotely realistic? Goodness me, Kixon gets the most out of that, but
a stray 5-7 bullet, and he's back in that one. There's a huge smile on Torji's face there.
It's the first rather than the latter. I suspect that Mirage might have a few more twists and turns in store, especially if MOUZ finish it right here and now.
Look at this call. Be executing to one individual on the site. Just Magisk for now, as Falcons play for info, but here they come.
Yeah, they're running rings around him. Magisk, he's going to be found out. Lovely awareness from Jimmy. Even gets it while he's in the air. Who needs to be having boots planted to be accurate? What? You see the range
by
on that?
long range Goosh.
What a Nico face high roll clip. Give it to me. And just push it through smoke. I think Falcons have accepted. This one's done. Everything's working out for MOUZ, and quite the contrary for Falcons. Certainly a nice change to the marinade in this head-to-head. The last two have been very much Falcons. One-way street. Now MOUZ show they can fight back. In fact, put Falcons down quick and efficient on Falcons map pick.
Failure to launch.
Kixon's only got himself a smoke here, so no Kev.
Actually, they lost the second pistol on Dust 2, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Smoke gets thrown, and he's just going to have to pray for one. Tries to get ahead of the flash. How about 2? And he's in the smoke, knifing and slicing. And he's got one! No Kevlar, no problem. Kixon has single-handedly thwarted the commitment into B with a smoke grenade, a couple of bullets, and a kitchen knife.
It doesn't even need to reload. He picks himself up a Glock and says, come on through, the water's warm. Top middle, just making sure they're not boxed in. But m0NESY, Island box top mid. How many does he get? None, apparently. Jimmy ready for that.
So let's do some fun math, right? Kixon's got 2,100. Does he need another kill to do like a second round drop of the AWP? What does he need?
I don't even know.
It's not even possible.
I don't even know if you'd want to drop the AWP.
Of course not. I'm just wanted to see how realistic, like, is it feasible?
He could drop the AWP, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Oof. Nice. Torji gets some good shots. 4 kills for Kixon. He did get it. So yeah, $5,650.
So all 5 players working on garnering this space on the map, and they'll get it quite easily. Falcons aren't fighting for this.
Oh, very audible there. Looks like Nico could be a dead man. If he swings out, he does.
Traded, I guess.
Sure, Monacy will get that. Not the perfect weapon for Magis to be holding onto ladder room. And it looks like Xertion is planning to Molotov him out. Oh, Tessus. He had a golden opportunity there. Magisk has been hit by the flames, so booked by Exertion. Monacy, ooh, baits him into the commitment of the spray, but still wins out. Nice round we've seen from Exertion as soon as he gets that AK in his hands.
Looks very janky from Falcons, doesn't it?
It did look a bit hectic, a bit squirrely.
And if Exertion gets going, we got a Torji map. If we get an Exertion map, as he is looking for his 4th within the round, knows exactly where Tessus was. Took down Spinks, wants the AK, and, well, Exertion seen him past the line of sight. And there you have it, 4 for Exertion. So, yeah, the MOUZ don't really strike you as the most energetic team when you go, I'm sure that...
Hello.
Nico's just having a series, isn't he?
Yeah, just gets double nuked. HGs collide with Nico, pushing and testing his limits. They're going to boost Tessus. Is he ready for this? Oh, it doesn't matter. Jimmy takes him, and now Monacy vulnerable.
Oh, he's going.
He's trying to reposition. Oh, perfect. Couldn't be better.
The frustrations are mounting for Falcons now. These
Just
type
that
of
round.
deaths. Oh, double nade kill, dead. Oh, I have to back off from window because we've lost all the bodies. As I'm backpedaling through the murder hole, I get exactly that. And now it's Kixon with an MP9 and Magisk with an M4, and these are the extremity players. Well, they could do with an arm or a leg right now, as it'll be the B finish. So I guess the save, the best we can talk about for Falcons is holding on to guns and getting something better for Kixon.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably, once they start hearing this util on B, maybe you're brave enough to go and send Kixon on a little mission towards those corpses in window. Monacy's M4 likely still there.
aka EF at Time, who are currently locking horns on our B stream if you want to go check that one out. Now you come into this event and you say, okay, well, the major's the most important, but how does a loss, or a potential loss, they haven't lost yet. That ain't bad at all.
Not bad at all. Jimmy as well, with about 90.
Look at this direct approach. Again, so many bodies fighting for mid.
Oh, Monacy's managed to find a very clean headshot through the smoke. Nico gets away with his life, just about.
The connector harass is insane.
Oh, and a very cheeky one from Magisk there. Torji, right, understandably, assumes he won't be getting any more friction. So Magisk, just a little crouch peek in, picks off the AWPer.
But it is a very interesting approach from MOUZ early within these rifle rounds. The willingness just to have almost all of their bodies tasked with fighting towards middle. And that's allowed a player like Tessus to push all the way through Palace and get his team some information. It is a man advantage. There's 1 minute and 10 left on the clock. Collision course right now with Brolin and Tessus.
That gets very awkward very quickly if Tessus hits another. Oh, headshot finds Xertion. He's getting overrun. Dink Spinks with a USP. So he's got Xertion down to 19, Spinks limping at 40. And they're splitting up and searching for clues, Scooby style.
I like this from Nico because he can actually give up the bomb site from this position. And if they do waltz into A and go for the plant, he can play spoiler after the fact. Kixon also aggressive, so they have secured the extremities. Oh, and that's the bomb. So, best of luck to you, Exertion. You're about to be found from Nico in Palace. And now you may as well just save. 20 seconds left. Kixon coming to constrict the movements. And Falcons will tie the game back up 3-3.
Overextension could be caught off by that boosted player, or rather the bench player. Here they come, testing Nico. He gets one. Brolan trades. Spinks starts to cook, and yeah, the A side's open for business. If Magis goes down, he's done well for the first. Spinks above him. Torgy comes in as well, but it's Spinks with a double entry. Should see the bomb go down, but they both connect their duels. Kixon and m0NESY simultaneously connect, and now Torgy thrust into a clutch. He can win this. Kixon walking CT, m0NESY last seen short. How does he reposition?
No, he had to fire a bullet from the AWP.
I mean, he hasn't planted for himself, so he's counting on hitting them on the way through. It's a strong angle. Will Kixon overextend, be able to be isolated by Torgy's AWP? It seems imminent now. Flash does connect, though. Forces Torgy tucked into the corner. Now they're going to double swing it. That's how you play against an AWP. No options for Torgy unless they got collated.
So what smoke's Brolin and Exertion going to throw? It's just going to be a replenish of window and maybe a deep connector, make it look like a cat split. m0NESY will be able to detect that early, making it look like a B split.
I do like the proactivity, though. They've pushed apps. It's led Tessus to start cheating back over just in time. Palace smoked. They're going to have to push through. NiKo! Oh, he finds the angle as they emerge. Lovely collaboration from the defense on A. Magisk and NiKo get the job done. Just Brolan remaining. Should be nothing here for him. And just in the side of the head, Tessus will strike. They got the info. They weren't just going to let that exec come in dry. They took some initiative, took some info.
4 Deagles and a P250, as well as a smoke for good measure. Lost bonus for them going into the next of the 2900.
Oh, yes.
Starts perfectly for Falcons. I think that round right there is one of the best in terms of the way the communication flowing for Falcons.
Yeah.
The fact that they're able to stay so fluid.
Opportunity for Kixon to get himself a couple of extra frags. He's already got the craziest KD in the server with an 8-1 scoreline. Maybe we can get it even crazier. Or not! How about a second death handed to him by the Jimmy Deagle? Pursuing that bomb plant, punching in the code frantically. Some nice Deagle headshots. Should have facilitated it. Spinks hits another one onto m0NESY.
I'm going to give him a chance on this one.
Yeah, I think so, you know. NiKo and Magis getting a little sweaty palms. They don't want to let this one get stolen away by Spinks. Okay, NiKo. A necessary headshot hit. Throws out a timely smoke ramp. Palace is the gap. It's being held by m0NESY. No, it's not. He's just transitioned back. Brolin picks off Magisk and they're in. It's just m0NESY's AWP here. Swips out to the Deagle with nothing to report. MOUZ. Pace change. NiKo does kick up a fuss. Just the one onto Spinks. Trying to compose himself with the taps onto Brolan, but down he goes and Kixon. Last man to fall. MOUZ have taken this one convincingly. Brolin getting bigged up by his boys as he doubles his kill total and secures a vital round for MOUZ. NiKo, a real golden opportunity to get an early pick-off here. Exertion versus NiKo. And down goes NiKo empty-handed. Tessus tries to do what he could, and oh yes he can! Gets 2, clears out mid, and m0NESY, he's got their attempted response on lock. Catches Brolin with his AWP. Okay, yep, no, Kixon catches Jimmy walking through a smoke, and this one has been a quick swatting away of MOUZ's foiled plans in mid.
m0NESY was quite quiet on map number 1, was the highest rated player in the tournament going into this series, and well, he's back into map number 2. Now it's just Spinks in a 1-on-4 gone 1v3, and I think this one's done.
See if he can get anything. He pauses. He has got time, but cleared out now by Magisk. And an 8 for Falcons. They're trying to make a strong case that this series requires 3 maps. Have MOUZ got what it takes to finish it in 2 when we return from our break?
They're going to line up for a B execute right now. It is going to be Jimmy, the man to defend. He'll have support from Spinks on short, and here they come.
Okay, Jimmy, what's your protocols here? Spinks flashed off initially. Jimmy dancing around the site, put to rest by Kixon immediately. Spinks on short side, sure, rotations coming through. Brolin and Torgy will approach from market side. Exertion partners up with Spinks. Starting to advance now. Who takes that first pick off? It looks good. It looks great from m0NESY. Never mind. The round is done.
Oof, that's more convincing than the first pistol where Kixon literally knifed somebody in a smoke. So that's both pistols. Oh, he's giving out free advice. m0NESY's giving out free advice. You need to wide peek. Well, we'll see if MOUZ take that in the future because they forced into this with MP9s aplenty. And they're getting farmed. They've given Falcons a bit of confidence now. Should be able to punt this one in. Unless something crazy happens. Brolin's close A ramp. Jimmy's over towards the balcony. The rotation is heading back over to A.
Yeah, it has me a little nervous, especially knowing that a little MP9 bullet could finish off m0NESY with ease. They are all pathing back towards Brolin.
I guess the question is, does m0NESY wait for his teammates? And I think the answer is no. So he's going to be slightly ahead. What's the trade potential? Oh, Brolin's hearing this. Brolin's hearing this.
He hears them coming. He gets just the one and gets traded out by Nico.
The other two are both here.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy might go overlooked.
Spotted. Maybe Jimmy gets overlooked, and maybe that MP9 kill from Brolin has set them up for success. There's Jimmy. Gets his, dips down. Elevated angle. Now they strike in unison. Torji pushes through. It becomes a 1v1. Nico doesn't have the health for this. He'd have to hit the bullets. And he does. Finds Jimmy. Oh, what a golden opportunity for MOUZ.
Kixon just selling something over towards mid in the interim, and he'll head back to group up with the rest of his team. 3 through Palace. So the execute I was talking about, throw that in the bin. This is going to be a surprise.
And just running out with his MAC-10 out. There you go. Exposed head popped. Magic for space take up. Tessa's ripping heads. How clean was that?
He is sharp, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's just, there are some players that it's just, their gameplay is extra pleasurable to watch. Like, it's just like, oh, this is, you know, extra smooth.
Yeah, like
it's got like steez to
remember
it.
his spray transfer from jungle?
Yes,
right? That was insane. But I feel like in this Falcons jersey, the time to kill, it's great to watch. And we're saying that with Nico in the server, right? And Nico, sure, he won that clutch, but he hasn't looked anywhere near as clean as Tessa so far.
And you heard m0NESY talking about it just moments ago about crouch, and that has been the word of the day as far as, you know, evolving meta that in the micro with Counter-Strike here in CS2.
It's just so quiet across the map.
This feels like m0NESY is going to get a rude shock, but his pre-aim looks pretty good. Okay, Brolin gets his first, leaping into a second attempt and trying to find the double up with Xertion. It's kept level. Got 35 to find their finish. Out of Palace comes Magisk. Nade does light damage, smattering to Spinks, but the smoke, the most important feature, should enable a plant. Kixon hesitant, understandably so. A stray bullet could bring him down. Lose the round. Oof, Torji misses his scout bullet. Good nade damage though onto Nico. Brought low and a great follow-up.
Torji scout connects.
They haven't planted yet, Chad. This is over. Okay, MOUZ, they fight back.
It's been force after force after force, but finally they've been able to break through. Now, Falcons, what do your finances look like? There's 3 AKs at a minimum. Nico, Kixon, and Magisk all can buy easily. I would like to see it go the distance because they've also clashed twice on Nuke within a month, and MOUZ will have had learnings from that. Remember, this is a 6-map streak for MOUZ on Mirage that could be broken in only 2 rounds' time, so you can understand the confidence to want to change the choice. But great to see this evolving between these two teams as we do head into the major in just a couple of weeks' time as Nico finds another opener. He's been good in that department.
That's what you want to see if you're a Falcons fan. Spinks claws one back onto Kixon top mid boxes. Asking questions of Jimmy.
2 on B to defend this, so still well positioned to MOUZ.
Yeah, it looks like this could be a really hard hold. If Spinks goes down. Okay, here's the info. And Spinks does go down, so Jimmy's left to his own devices. He's only got 6 bullets in his mag, and now a bullet between his eyes. Torji rotates through.
They're giving it a go.
Yeah, they are. Gonna try and get ahead of that smoke. Slip through. Oh, and not looking, Magisk. The awareness from Torji to ensure that smoke didn't make the impact sound cue leads to an overlook of his aggressions. Puts us into a 2v2. There's m0NESY's Galil from the B apartments. And these two, Nico, m0NESY, they convert. They ensure MOUZ don't find consecutive CT rounds. They ensure that the conversation about map 3 continues. Certainly feels that way. 7 consecutive demanded of them, and then pulled up with scouts and MP9s. Through Con, questions of Xertion, getting run and jumped at by a Mac-10, and he's done very well, you know. By getting his, Spinks as well from short side another. Brolan dinks up on the Palace player. This one has fallen through the fingers of Falcons. Or the feathers.
Good to see MOUZ still showing fight. How the low HP of the M&M duo.
It would work,
Ooh.
but it looks like they're going to be masked by that turn of the corner. m0NESY and Magisk.
Torji should have him. Oh, he's in between two mines.
Not looking.
He's flicking back and forth, or at least he was. Not anymore, not anymore.
Oh, yeah, just in time.
Oh.
Did he?
He must have, yeah.
He's
Mouth
worked it out.
moving.
They worked it out, they worked it out. And there's a nice one from Brolan. Sweeps the last two under the rug. Keep going. Yeah, that's the mantra. It has to be. I mean, you're cornered. You cannot concede another round if you want to keep your Mirage streak going. It has to be 6 more. Questions towards the ramp. Valuable intel to inform the remaining setup. Torji holding the short cross. Spinks to react off of the intel. He gets that clean headshot to the back of the head of TSS. Traded by Nico. That AK does deliver a necessary equalizer.
They want that gun.
Yeah, a bit of parkour to secure it. Nice little nade from the CTs there. Not overcommitting. 45. They're hoping MOUZ overplay their hand here.
Brolan's push could be round winning.
Yeah, looks like it might be arriving just after Kixon calls it clear. You know, it's going to be that little moment. Too late. Oh, he rounds the corner. No one's looking. Nico is, I tell a lie. He's actually holding, walking, dead to Brolan. An important pick off. MOUZ should have them exactly where they want them now. Forced, channeled into Xertion's A site. A headshot hit by Spinks. Denies the plant. Clean.
All right, well, now they know they've forced Falcons into the 1900 lot.
And now with his AWP
He has no
primed
help. No
and
help.
ready, he doesn't need any help. He's going to do some fallback AWPing, demonstrated perfectly as he removes the first, drops off, repositions, just in time for another. Torji, solo hold of this site, just racks them up, sends them back from whence they came. Torji does it all for MOUZ. Superstar level AWPing.
Do you brave the smoke? It looks like they're gravitating towards it.
I see a lot of flashes being pulled out. 3 players are about to layer their flashbangs into this site. How does Jimmy handle this? Damage jumped over the majority. TSS down. No trade. Jim jumping in for Magisk to attempt to get his boots on the ground. Just the one from the Nico Dig, but the rotations arrived. Cavalry canters over. A missed shot from the Nico Dig. Won't get many more chances. m0NESY and Nico, though, are trying to make a case. Hasn't been able to track Jimmy cleanly. Gets him low on that bench position, but closed in on from every angle. It's Jimmy's turn for the multi-kill in defense of B. And what was previously seeming like a pipe dream of 7 consecutive.
Oh, blocks the smoke by accident, Torji. That might help.
Certainly might. Nico's going to probably give that a wide berth. Doesn't want to get caught out investigating too vigorously. Again with Jimmy's B side, they really want to try and punish, and Torji around the gap, he manufactured by virtue of the block smoke. m0NESY just the one. Spinks has already got that double. Movement from m0NESY is a thing to behold. It was beautiful, but not enough. Not at all. Again, sent back to spawn.
6 consecutive rounds as part of this comeback now.
And then a second wave. Now the util sails through. Torji under scrutiny. Oh, that was the fight. That was what it was all about, was finding Torji early. He's been caught out by Nico. He still takes one. Tessus needs cover. They could jump up here. Nico's not looking. Oh, and the spam from Xertion. The bomb's still planted. Spinks combines. Xertion another. It all falls apart, and MOUZ have completed it. 7 consecutive rounds. They stand their ground.
What was that from Xertion? He gets 2 kills just completely through a smoke there as part of the retake. That's insane. Yeah, that's definitely Aurora. That's the signature Zantara's...
Zantara's siren.
That's the Zantara's G-up right there, I think. Okay, 12-5 to 12-12.
Accidentally blocks the incendiary. It doesn't burn him out, and it had an opportunity.
Sorry, what?
I don't even know anymore. So many moving parts all over the place.
the cohesion, like the coordination, the coordination of MOUZ right now. This is like Cirque du Soleil level of choreography and perfection.
Like, it's like they've spent 8 months working on this routine that we're watching right now. 8 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. You're good.
We're going to run out of fingers soon. Alex, if I can start using your toes.
Yeah, easy, man. I'll get the socks off. Nico having a go. And Spinks perfectly waits it out. Evil, maniacal. Will Falcons win another round? Like, will 12 be all they get?
It's so crazy this half as well.
Not looking. It's just
get deleted.
Misery. There's something from Nico running into Brolan as well. Can't be ready for that one. Brolan bests him 2-on-4. 2-on-1. Oh, okay. Tessus is alive. Maybe not for long. The nade could do it.
And yeah, they know exactly where he was. So this is going to be 14 now for MOUZ. The confidence is through the roof. Oh,
you know what, Chad? This, if they can close this out, is going to be such an incredible... You know, the Org at that range from Jimmy could be that one-shot headshot. Clean with it. Removes TSS. Opening kill goes MOUZ's way. Can they keep the sheet clean on the CT side? Looking for a spotless run. Look at them all equipped with AK-47s. Their prizes from their earlier skirmish. Definitely feeling some pressure is exertion in this ladder room, but that smoke now fades. And Kixon, is he going to oblige? Crosshair bang into the head, but no, doesn't pull the trigger in time. Kixon, he will equalize. Brolan doesn't let that last for long. Immediate destruction of Magisk and Kixon. They're accelerating towards the AWP. They want to test Torji one last time on this T side. And MOUZ are keeping it perfect. They're keeping it spotless. A run of 7 to get to OT. Throw another 3 on top. That's double digits consecutive from MOUZ from 12-5 to 15-12.
I can't believe it. 10 straight rounds. And how many of those rounds?
I can't quite believe what we're witnessing.
The tenacity of MOUZ.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
Factor of today.
100%.
Context being semi-finals await the winner of this. Torji.
Bang.
Top at the...
Ooh, leg shot.
Damn. Oh, the nade will do it.
Of course there's a nade. It's all it's been about, their T-side nade placement as well. And his Molotov seems like it's destined for glory. Tessus has slipped out. Maybe he catches him if he overextends. Just dumping util, that's info in itself.
Magisk needs a minimum of 1.
Zertion's actually cognizant.
Magisk just swung, he must have been molly.
Ready for Tessus. So yeah, Magisk got forced out by the flame. In the meantime, Zertion tends to the flank. And it's just crumbled in front of our very eyes. Falcons left wanting once more.
I feel like the molly wasn't even meant to land there.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just enough of a sound cue. Enough of a spread. It just dripped down into sandwich. And you may as well call this one a 2-0. From 12-5 down. Falcons, again, unable to cross the finish line. 12 is where their round total should end. Dreams of nuke, dreams of a third map. An incredible double-digit consecutive run, so long as they can stop that defuse from occurring right here and now. Nico doing his best. The nade is perfect, and it does find Kixon. Nico, down and out, it's MOUZ. Securing the semi-final, the other side of the bracket of the big bad Vitality.